Monk mode, my brothers, welcome back. Do we have any of you guys that are into chess? Do we have any of you that are into chess? There is a story about Bobby Fischer. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with the famous grandmaster chess player, Bobby Fischer. And he was playing this Russian guy. This was like a huge tournament. They were going to play multiple games. Okay, and this Russian guy's name was Boris. Bobby Fischer was going into this, and he arrived late. He was complaining about the lights in the room. He said the lights are bad, the seats are uncomfortable, there's too much noise from the cameras. He was making all this commotion, right? Ends up showing late. They're about to disqualify him. He gets there a minute before the match starts, takes his seat, and begins to play. Now Boris, they begin playing. Bobby Fischer makes one of the most dumbest move of his entire career. Ends up losing the first game. Everyone's baffled. And they're like, what's going on? Did he do this on purpose? Is this just a mistake? So he goes into the second game. And he does it again. He just plays like shit. Ends up losing. Is late for the second game. So the third game comes around. And he turns it on. People said that he had a look in his eye. He was more serious. He was ready. Ends up crushing Boris. Not one game, not two games. He fucking crushes him like 14 games. Boris literally goes insane. Boris says to the guys, everyone watching, he's trying to hypnotize me. They keep playing. Loses another game and another game. He says they're trying to control my body. There's something in the seats. He's literally freaking out. He's becoming a lunatic. They check the seats for some sort of thing. All they find is like a dead fly, or they find two dead flies. The dude's losing his shit. Bobby ends up crushing him. And what it really, the point of the story is like Bobby knew something. All right, Bobby knew that he was not going to let this Boris character know his next move. Now Boris was famous as a psychologist, and in the past he knew and he could usually beat Fischer at this chess game. But Fischer, what ended up happening is he changed up his game and he became unpredictable. And then when it came time for this huge championship, there was no way that Boris could figure him out. Okay? And it's very important that I think you realize that once you become sort of an enigma, once you become sort of a person that cannot be labeled, when you become, you may have heard women like mysterious men. It's not just this mysterious creep that always has this distant look in his eyes, right? No, it's just the fucking not being able to put this guy in a category. This guy's a jock. This guy's, just a rocker. This guy's a frat guy. I don't know. Whatever you want to say. But being able to be an enigma, not really be categorized, is cool. And I think the main thing, it's like it takes time to build a connection. You don't want to just know everything about everyone right at once. Right? Part of the pleasure of getting to know someone is in the adventure of getting to know them. You find out their oddities and their weirdness, their likes and their disinterests, their sexual fantasies, and right? You're like, wow, this person is totally new. But when someone tells us so much about themselves, they give so much of themselves away. They undermine themselves. So I have really, really realized and recognized that when I talk about myself, man, I'm losing power. In sales, in life. Now, I want to be careful here. I don't want you guys to walk around with your mouth zipped, thinking Elijah said never talk about myself. I'm not going to ever talk about myself. Look, you want to engage in conversation. You want to have good conversation. But you also want to ask yourselves, why the fuck am I bragging so much? Why am I talking about myself? Why am I not listening more? Because am I bragging just so that I can build myself up and I can show my value through my accomplishments? It's like, look, man, you ever hear the quote? It's like whoever cares the least in a relationship controls the relationship. They have the most power, right? But no one cares for you when you only care about yourself. No one cares for you when you only are talking about yourself, man. That's a quick way to get someone not to like you, not to build rapport, and to like lose interest. Now they know everything about you. There's no secret. There's no drama. There's no story. It's just your fucking story you're telling them. You don't leave them room to make up and fantasize about you. So what Bobby Fischer did was make himself unpredictable. He showed up late. Everyone was like, what the fuck's he doing? He made a blunder in the first round of chess. What's he doing? Usually he doesn't do this. Usually he's a great player. And it's like, why do we are so quick? Is it out of nervousness? Is it out of fear that we need to build value? But watch. Most importantly, watch other people begin to talk about themselves, and you'll understand, man, like, how often do I do this unconsciously? But I think a lot of us are pretty conscious, so tune into that. Understand why. Does it give them some sort of thrill? Are they wanting to be seen differently in my eyes? And why do I do the same thing? So I think it's Henry David Thoreau said, man, action speaks so loud I can't even hear a word you're saying. It's like, that's the truth. The actions speak loud. You don't need to build value through your accomplishments. This is a key thing you will see beta males or suckers, these guys that are, I benched 300. You'll notice you can tell these guys are living from their fronts. They're living through their accomplishments. They're not whole in here, so they take pride, immense pride, not even immense pride. They're not whole inside, so they will be quick to show you on their accomplishments in life. You'll see this very quick with guys that have trouble talking to girls. It'll instantly go to, I accomplished this, I have this car, I went to school for this, I'm doing this. It's like, that's not how you get a girl to like you, right? It's like sort of what Nadeem talked about yesterday, the personality shining forth. That energy is the value you're bringing, not this exterior bullshit, man. Like, as much as you guys think that women want that, it's like, yeah, it's cool to be valuable in the world and be on this dominance scale of like, yeah, I got my shit together. But it's not all about that. It's like, don't be stale on the inside. You want to have fun in life. You want to bring that energy. So don't give yourself away. Don't always think you need to prove yourself to the world by what you can say to it, all right? That's really it, man. That story, by the way, is from The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Power Law number 17. So, guys, I hope you have a beautiful night. No fap, going strong. Let's fucking get it. Peace.